This is our continuous reheat FurnXpert software. Today I'm going to give you an overview of how to run the program, how to go through each of the functions and get results. The software provides the capability to create a new furnace, but if you have a furnace already created, you can bring it up and then run cases. In this case, we have already created a furnace and we'll bring up that furnace files by clicking this furnace file icon and selecting these files. It takes a little bit time to load this file because I'm running a background software. In any case, this is the furnace file. The first is the furnace details. The furnace selected is a pusher, width of 3.6 meter, length of almost 25.9 meters. These are all zone information. That means the length of the unfired to fired zones and the soak zones, both top and bottom. And here you can provide charge and discharge roll information, charge and discharge door area, if there are any. So this is the first aspect of the furnace. Next is walls and skid details. If you notice here, you can provide the insulation data for both the walls as well as the skids. We have already entered the data, and that's what it looks like. The next is fuel and burner details. From the drop down menu here, you can select the fuel that you want to use, then provide the information about the combustion. For example, here it is 5% excess air, combustion air temperature of 350 degrees Celsius and fuel temperature of 100 degrees centigrade. The HHV or higher heating value and lower heating value air to fuel ratios are already in the file and it's being shown here. So that constitutes our furnace. Next, we have to create the profile or provide the set points. In order to do so, you need to provide the set points if you want to, and you can also provide distance temperature profile if you have the profile of the furnace. In this case, we are only providing the set points. Then the next thing is that what is the production rate of the furnace? This program has the capability of changing the set points and the production rate and run for different scenarios, which I will touch base later. Once you provide those information, the software comes and creates the profile, and this is the profile of the furnace to start with. The next is to create charge. Here there is an option to create charge for both slab and billets, and you need to provide all the information. We have already created a charge, so we are not creating it again. The charge detail brings the charge that has been created. It's a billet with a grade of low carbon steel and the initial temperature of 100. Next, we need to place the charge. The information that is required is center to center spacing. For pusher furnace, of course, it's the width of the billet, so it's automatically put in there. But in case of walking beam, you need to provide the actual center to center distance. The skid details allows you to enter the skid related information, where you have to give the information both left and right side of the skids, and these are all the parameters that you need to input. Once you do that, the next function is settings function. As I told you, the setting functions come from the profile, and these are all the set points that we have already entered, but later on we can go and change them, but for now we will just keep it as it is. The production rate is 60 tons per hour. With that, it's ready to run the furnace. Once you click the run button, you'll notice that This is the actual run that has been run on the background. The top lines, the blue and the red lines, are the furnace profile. This is pretty much what has been created, but in the unfired zone, the software calculates the profile and also calculates the flue gas temperature. The line here, the black, the sky blue, and the pink line gives you the profile of the top, center, and bottom of the billet that has been run. You can move the slider and can take a look at how the temperature varies as it moves through the furnace. To get a two-dimensional view of the temperature, you can click on this temperature node and it will give you the two-dimensional view of the temperatures. You can also click on this dether, which I'm not going to do it right here. You can try with the program. It will give you the temperature dether, or the colored profile of the temperature distribution. If you notice, the discharge temperature is 1271 degrees C and the discharge delta T is 40, which is at the end. Now we can run the program again by changing the settings, and we can see how the discharge temperature and discharge delta T changes. So we'll go to the settings and increase the production rate to 80 metric tons per hour. Once we do that, we can come back and run the program. And now you notice that the discharge temperature is 1243 degrees centigrade and the discharge delta T is 36 degrees centigrade. So it has a profound effect on the quality of the product. You can also change the set points, and you can see what's the effect of set points on the quality. Next, to see the heat input and the balance, or the heat balance, you have to click on the heat audit function. It gives you the Sankey diagram. Right here, it's the zone input for each of the zones for that particular run, which is 80 tons per hour. Here it gives you the fuel consumption, 0.372 million kilocalories per metric ton. Here you get the flue information, the total flue that has been lost, and the flue gas temperature. The information here is all the losses and heat to the steel. This is the net heat to air, or the recuperated heat, and this is the total gross heat input that is required for this run. The loss details gives you a picture of how the heat has been distributed throughout each zone. In order for you to get a report of the runs, you can click the report icon button right here. It comes up with the report of both the furnace and part profile as well as all the loss related data. You can make a PDF file out of it by clicking on this PDF icon. The next is that I like to show you is the property data file, and this is the installation that's what we already have in our database. You can create your own installation. Also, you can create your own fuel data, and also you can create your material or the steel data. Here you need a password SAP MOC to access that data, and if you notice, there is a 26 points of temperature and conductivity, and also specific heat.